receiving situation and how all of a sudden Adam Humphries is like the old man of the group, and he said, Adam was the old man when he first arrived on campus. He's always kind of shown a maturity and knack for, widespread ability across the board. How important is he going to be this year?
Oh, he's going to be very important this year, just as he has the last few years. We knew when Adam got here, and we were able to see very early that he was a guy that we were going to be able to trust and be able to count on. And there's a lot to be said for that. Having a guy that when he's in the game, I can turn my back from the field and be talking to somebody else, and he's going to do the right thing. And he always grades out extremely high. But I think his experience, he's been through a lot of big games, and I think he's going to have a lot of wisdom for the younger guys that are going to be brought along, throughout the season. He's going to be a great resource for them, and he already has been this spring and this summer. And but I look for his role to continue to increase, and everything we've asked him to do, he's done an excellent job. And so I know as he moves into maybe even a bigger role and have an opportunity to catch more balls, he'll continue to have success.
How about Ron's progress on the rehab?
Yeah, I've been very pleased with everything that I've heard. Obviously, we're not allowed to be out there in the summer and watch him run around, but he's been working extremely hard, talking to our trainers and the strength coaches. They've been very pleased with his progress, and my experience with injuries like that is it depends on the individual. Because the rehab process from something like an ACL, takes a lot of discipline to get into that training room and the weight room every day, and just the hours and hours of work. And but Sharon's been one that's he's had a fire to be able to get back, and knows that he has the opportunity to really be able to continue to carry that torch for the wide receivers. And he was obviously a very highly recruited and very talented player, and has kind of been waiting his time. And he was in position last year to have what I believe is going to be a great year. And now it works out that hopefully we'll get him for the next 2 years. Yeah, we haven't got back and had our meetings yet to know exactly the progress, but everything I've been hearing, he's been doing everything in the weight room and everything on the field. And so, I expect early on in fall camp for him to be released and be full go.
How about the progress of your three freshmen that got beat you for the spring?
Yeah, very pleased with them. You never know exactly what you're going to get until you're able to get them in the meeting room and get them on the practice field. And but all three of those guys showed some really good signs. This spring we've had a lot of success with receivers playing early, and I think when you can do that, it allows you to recruit a higher level player that maybe has the same type of abilities to come in and play. So, I'll look for all three of those guys to continue to work. In fall camp, getting ready, all three of those guys should have an opportunity to help us this year.
How far Warriors come, how far those seniors come. Nothing's easy. You got to work extremely hard to do it, but you've got a lot of credibility with your receiving field, and that position's got a visibility because of what I've seen with Davis and so forth. And is it kind of natural when you're able to turn away from national regard because you got a better one over here?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of having great players that buy in to working extremely hard, and there's tons of talented players out there that are not willing to pay the price, and you get an average result. And we've been fortunate that the top tier talented guys that have come in have all come in hungry and come in with a very strong work ethic and have had success. And I believe that success breeds success. And you look at back to Jacoby and then Jerron Brown and DeAndre Hopkins and now Sammy, and these younger guys watch those guys whenever they were in high school, and then obviously learn from whenever they got to Clemson, and these guys want to continue that tradition, and it's fun as a player and as a coach to be a part of that and see that really grow. And I think that we'll be sitting here a couple years from now talking about how we're going to be able to replace some of these young guys that are coming in now, and that's a fun part of the coaching profession.